And both teams going through their pregame. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Moses Malone. Mullen is out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Carroll in at the center position. And it's Wall with the ball for the Nuggets. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games, no matter where you play.
Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason. And the moment John Wall arrived in the league, expectations were high, especially for his passing. He has met those lofty goals in my eyes.
There's a screen by Chris. Shoots a fader. Wall, no luck. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the paint. Here's Len. And the dunk by Len.
And Wall knows his teammates depend on him to find them, especially when they're open.
Hawks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And Mullen with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Johnson. And here's Wall outside. Good. It's Johnson with the assist that time. Wall's got 5 points so far.
And this is important to Wall's development. He needs to keep taking and making threes.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Denver passing it around. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is barely.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Mullen against Johnson. Pass to Carroll. Outside, Suggs. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. Lets it go from deep. Len grabs the board. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Johnson finds Chris. Back to Wall. Jacks up a 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Yeah, I mean from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there. And one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Now, here's Suggs. Back to Mullen. Pass to Suggs. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Mullen's shot is off. Denver leading by 6. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now, Suggs following the 3-point attempt by John Wall. Lots of room. The shot's good from Mullen. Mullen's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
The Hawks trail by 4. He takes it in, and Mullen with the slam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Sabonis comes in for Marquise Chris, and Hudson subbed in for Johnson. Outside, Sabonis. Fires for three. Carroll with the rebound. The Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Sprewell. Here's Van Horn. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. That's the Wall. Here's Hudson. Defended by Mullen. Carroll with the rebound.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
On the wing, Mullen. Here's Sprewell, covered by Wall. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to Hudson. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Here's Wall. And Van Horn pulls it down.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Let's go. Atlanta again missing.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Can they get it? Atlanta with the rebound.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Nuggets in second.
And last season, they were deadly from beyond the arc. A lot of great shooters on that team.
And the first one drops. And it's tied up with that one.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Pass to Hudson from downtown, and Van Horn pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Here's Hudson. Still scoreless. Offensive rebound. Back to Richardson. 5 to shoot. Will it go? That's good, and Johnson with the assist. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Van Horn. Those 3 pointers off the mark. John Wall getting it done for the Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Campbell is out there with Van Horn. Then there's Suggs. And it's Sprewell in at the 2. Here's Sprewell. Campbell up top. And Sabonis pulls it down. Richardson the pass to Hudson. Johnson in the corner. Over Sprewell. Rebounded by the Hawks. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
That mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking but they just got down to business and never let up.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Chris, he's checked in for Denver. Davis comes in for Hudson. Moses Malone, he's checked in for the Hawks. Johnson comes in for Campbell. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Johnson surveying the floor. Sabonis' screen on Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Prince's shot is good. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure. Mullins checked in for Johnson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Johnson against Suggs. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Mullen. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Mullen's got 8. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Back to Chris. It's stolen by Mullen. And they're on the break. Suggs against Johnson. Suggs passes to Sprewell. Back to Suggs. Inside. Malone. Good. Malone's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The 3 from Davis. Rebound, Malone. Malone's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Van Horn, the pass to Suggs. Excellent D there by Johnson. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Back to Davis. Three-pointer. And Van Horn pulls it down.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Suggs passes to Malone. Plays it up and banks it in. Malone's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look
the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A different look for Denver. Richardson comes in for Hubert Davis. And John Wall subbed in for Dennis Johnson. And now here's Chris. He has yet to score. Pass the Wall. 5 on the clock. Sabonis sets the pick for Wall. Count that bucket.
Developing more shots will bode well for Wall in his career as a pass-first guard.
Strickland passes to Van Horn. Over Chris. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 5.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Richardson outside. Pass the Wall. Back to Richardson. On the 3 off target. Atlanta leading by 5. Mullen. Chris with the rebound. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Strickland. Launches it. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
The Nuggets shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Left side, Wall. Pulls up. And again, it's Denver.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
51 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Mullen. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail by 3. Richardson outside. Pass to Chris. Outside, Wall. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Van Horn, the pass to Strickland. For 3. Nice D from Wall.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Chris. Here's Richardson, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena.
The winner in the East, Jalen Green.
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect the game and get himself open.
And fellas, you take a look at the Nuggets. A close game so far through the first half.
Gotta get these fellas some allergy medicine. They're clearly alert.
That is more than enough of us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Len out there with Chris. Then it's Johnson, and it's Wall. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Len sets a screen for Wall. Good on the three-point shot. Wall's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nuggets.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
It's a very good look and converts.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And now here's Chris. Nothing on the board. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks trailing. Suggs looking around. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Tuesday, the Los Angeles Lakers will come into town. And then on Monday, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers coming into town.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, it's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Now here's Wall. 18 points for him. Malone with the block.
How about the flicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Carroll. Now Malone, covered by Chris. 4 on the clock. Rebound by the Nuggets. Len's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dennis Johnson on the wing. Defended by Mullen. Shoots from the elbow. Good on the jump shot. Now it's a 6-point Denver lead.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Suggs against Wall. Pass to Carroll. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Malone. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong with non-stop effort.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Hawks, number 1.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
All with it, he's covered by Suggs. Shoots from 12. Wall's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 4. To the middle and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Wall. The 3. Second chance shot. And Len with the lay-in. Good. Len's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
Traps in the tray. He's got 13.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now here's Wall. He's got 18. And Len gets it to go on the assist by Wall. Len's got 4 this quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Nuggets making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Van Horn, he's checked in for Moses Malone. Here's the 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
From outside the arc, rebounded by the Hawks. Carroll's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Shoots. The Hawks again can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 5. Pass to Johnson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Sabonis, a screen on Suggs. Wall's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You know, Tim, you look at everything that goes into preparing for an NBA game, there are a lot of moving parts there.
That's the part that fans don't really see, Kevin. So much goes into preparation every single night, particularly to get ready for the start of the season.
How about just getting your body ready game to game, week to week?
No, it's not only maintaining from day to day, it's also preparing your body to go into a very long and grueling season.
Outside, Suggs. Pass to Mullen. Now here's Karen, defended by Sabonis.
An outstanding timing on the rejection there. Sabonis showing some grit on defense.
Wall, good.
Everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
The Hawks trail by 5. Outside, Suggs. Releases. The Hawks again can't hit. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. A different look for Denver. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Alex Landon. And Hudson subbed in for John Wall. And so he makes both from the line.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Here's Sprewell. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Suggs missing. No dice from the high post. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Moses Malone. Mullen is out there with Blair. And it's Ben Berthe in at the 1 spot. From deep. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Lets it go from the wing. And it's Denver with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Hudson. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. And that's collected by Malone.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
The baseline jam. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Sprewell.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down. That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Pass to Blair. To the inside. Here's Malone. He can't get that one. The Nuggets leading by 6. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And a miss there on the triple.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. There's a screen by Chris. Hudson hits it from 3-point range.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And now, Allie Laforce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Beyond the arc. Len grabs the board. Len's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Johnson. Pass to Chris. Back to Wall. Over Suggs. Wall's shot is off.
He had the right idea going to the fadeaway, but the defender stayed right on it.
Hawks making a switch here. Mullins is checked in. And Atlanta has possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Johnson kicks the Wall. It's up a three. Another three for Denver.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Carroll dishes to Suggs. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Len, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks trail by 14. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Wall against Suggs. Fires the three. It's good.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Here's Denver now. They're on an 11-3 run. Wall. Got a hand on it. Stolen. Beyond the arc. Not that time. It won't go.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
1:57 left in the game. Suggs with the steal. Mullen against Johnson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
The Nuggets leading by 11. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. That one is off.
It's just not his night from the three. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Malone down low. Covered by Chris. Can't get it to go. It's the Nuggets ball. They're on an 11-3 run. For three. A three-pointer. Good.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Denver.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments I expect for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. Lock at 6. Launches it. Does not go in. Atlanta with the ball. It's a 14-point game. The shot misses. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Johnson with it. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed
Hello and welcome, and a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They fall in the latest rankings. Not at all a good sign for this team.
Seeing where the Raptors are, they're hanging in the lower third of the pack so far. But it's only the start of the season, so it's not panic time yet for all the fans out there.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. They've got Hassan Whiteside, and it's Morant in at the 1. And it's good for 2. Still in the early stages of the season here, but some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
Pass to Leitner. Kicks it out to Markkanen from behind the arc. And it's Bird with a rebound. Here's Wilkins. Uncovered. Good on the bucket.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Bird. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Jones. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down.
Markkanen finds Jones. Back to Markkanen. Fires the 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Moran against Markkanen. Down low. Stolen. Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Markkanen sets a screen. Pass to Beal. To stop the drought. The rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Hassan Whiteside, 4th.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Raptors. Still without a basket in the game. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Here's Morant. Vancouver making their last shot. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Wilkins can't hit.
Well, there you have it. Their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Beal outside. On the wing, Jones. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And he's really improved as a playmaker over the years. Beal's basketball IQ seems to just get higher and higher.
Outside Morant. Pass to Whiteside. Had a miss there on the triple. The Raptors have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Markkanen, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot, but at 7 feet, Markkanen can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Ingram is checked in for Markkanen, and Cunningham subbed in for Jones. And it's the Magic with the ball. Dort, the pass to Morant. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Whiteside with a screen on Beal. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Yeah, Morant is just a force of nature. Exceedingly difficult to guard him without fouling.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Orlando.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
First one falls for him.
Well, Morant is so athletic, and he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
Good on both. Ingram with the ball. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, guys. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Guys, back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. And Orlando has possession. Following the three-point basket by Vancouver. 6 on the shot clock. Morant, pass to Dort. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Ingram with a screen on Dort. Another three for Vancouver.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Morant. To the middle. It's stolen by Ingram. There's 53 seconds left now in the first quarter. Ingram with a screen on Covington. Cunningham. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
That's great seeing Ingram there using his reach on the glass.
Magic trail by 3. Outside Morant. There's the 3. Vancouver with a rebound.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Here's Leitner. No points yet. Pass to Cunningham. Now Ingram. Fires for 3. Covington grabs the board. The drive by Dort. Lets it go from the wing, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Give him 8.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Vancouver ahead. They're up by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Vancouver?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Lauri Markkanen out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Cunningham, and it's Thomas in at the point. And for Orlando, they've got Reggie Bullock, Luguentz Dort out there with Davion Mitchell. Then there's Luke Cornett, and it's Bird in at the 4. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to King. Fires the 3. Dort grabs the miss.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Outside Mitchell. Back to Dort. Here's Bird, covered by Ingram, and it's in there. Now it's a 3-point Orlando lead. Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as the when to help and when to stay home on shooters.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year. For Vancouver, Beal comes in for King, and it's Jones in for Thomas. Pass to Beal. Vancouver moving the ball around. Ingram on the wing. It's Markkanen on the wing. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
Well, when the 7-footer Markkanen starts to hit from deep, I mean, what are you supposed to do as a defender?
Zeller with a screen on Cunningham. Defended by Jones. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Vancouver has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Beal. Now here's Ingram. The three. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Ingram's got 5.
Well, that's a huge part of Ingram's game. He can really do damage from the perimeter.
Here's Wilkins. He's watched by Cunningham. Shot on the wing. Wilkins can't hit. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. Markkanen, the pass to Cunningham. And here's Ingram outside. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Bird. It's stolen by Ingram. And here's the fast break. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. And it's Cunningham missing. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Double team on Mitchell. Some solid defense from Ingram. Vancouver has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Beal from outside. Orlando with the rebound. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the 3-ball.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Orlando trailing here. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. Outside Morant. To win the cold spell. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Yeah, that's a great find by Morant. He draws so much attention, there's usually someone open.
Outside Ingram. Pulls up. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The Raptors have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Jones misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. He's got 12.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Pass to Rasmussen. Out to Beal. Vancouver moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Covington grabs the board.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Yeah, you see here just how good Moran is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
Vancouver with the ball. Trailing by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Ingram on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the triple. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, good shooter from out there. Ingram helping to space the floor.
51 seconds left in the first half of this game. No one covering. And the Magic lead by 3.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Jones with a screen on Covington. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Vancouver.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wilkins pass to Moran. Bielitsa with a screen on Jones. From deep, Moran. Vancouver with a rebound. Outside Jones. And it's Vancouver with another.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Vancouver ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Who will get the edge in the second half, Shaq?
Whoever's more loose coming out the locker room, you have to be flexible in the second half. You got to make adjustments.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shaq, you're pretty loose yourself, you know. What's the difference today?
I've been meditating, staying mindful in the moment. Nothing bothers me now. Wait, where's my pen? Who has my pen, Ernie?
Clearly, it's a work in progress. Here, use mine.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. They've got Bradley Beal, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Here's Bird, outside Moran. Whiteside with a screen on Jones. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. 17 points in the game. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
The rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 now. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Yes, it's good.
I like seeing Markkanen move the ball like this, wanting to get his teammates going.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Orlando. It's a 1-point game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. They grab their own miss. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Vancouver with the ball. The Magic making their last shot. Connects from downtown.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. Hassan Whiteside, fourth.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. To the inside. Wilkins, the pass to Whiteside.
Raptors foul. Number 26. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Morant. Whiteside with a screen on Jones. Steps back. Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Leitner. Now Markkanen. 7 points in the game. This one for 3. Another 3 for Vancouver.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
And another miss by Orlando.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Jones. Beal outside. Back to Jones. Orlando grabs the miss. To the paint. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Hassan Whiteside at the line for 1.
One shot. Free throw no good for Whiteside. Vancouver has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Look, it's never a good idea to foul Markkanen in the act. He doesn't miss many opportunities at the line.
Vancouver shooting their first free throws here for the night. That's good for Markkanen.
Yeah, big man with a sweet shooting stroke. Markkanen's skill set at his position is tailor-made for today's league.
Markkanen hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Magic trail by 3. Here's Bird. He's got 5. Over Jones. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 7 points in the game. And it's Jones with the ball for Vancouver. Beal outside. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. He's got 24.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bird. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. They get it back. Here's Whiteside. And it's Whiteside with the finish.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Checked in for Jones. Orlando making a switch here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Whiteside. For Vancouver, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Back to Cunningham. Markkanen looking it over. Another 3 for Vancouver.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Magic trail by 4. Outside Morant. Whiteside with a screen on Beal. Morant against Cunningham. Launches a 3. Orlando again missing. For Vancouver, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Vancouver.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Deflects the pass. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. EA, back to you.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Magic trail by 9. 54 seconds left in the third. Inside. Now here's Cunningham. They set the pick. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Whiteside's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And, yep, it's good. He's got 21.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Pass to Beal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Beal on the wing. Takes the three. Orlando with the rebound. Bird's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it go. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And here's Cunningham outside. Oh, Cunningham from way out there. And so it's Vancouver finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their work from distance has been impressive. And it's put them in this lead right now. Back after this. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. We've got Mitchell, Luke Cornett out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Wilkins in at small forward. Mitchell, the pass to Wilkins. Clock at 6. Outside Mitchell. The 3 ball. Vancouver with a rebound. Cunningham outside. 3-pointer. Beal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And the Raptors lead by 11.
They've had a hard time shutting down the 3-point shot.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Cornett. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And it's Cunningham missing. Magic trail by 8. And here's Finney-Smith. And he banks in the layup.
Finney-Smith. The assist, number 8.
And here's Jones. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Beal outside. The 3 is up. And it's Cornett with a rebound.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggled.
Pass to Finney-Smith to the paint. Here's Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. So both teams making some changes here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Beal, no good.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Yep, that one goes. Now just a 2-point Vancouver lead.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
And again, it's Vancouver missing.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Wilkins can't hit.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Pass to Ingram. Vancouver moving the ball around. Here's Cunningham. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. For Orlando, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Wilkins can't hit. The Raptors have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Dort against Jones. Pass to Ingram. Here's Leitner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Beal. A rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, they head back home to host the Phoenix Suns.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Both teams will make substitutions. That one's no good.
He just couldn't get it done at the line, which puts their defense under a lot of pressure.
Beal outside. The three is up. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Maybe he's playing better during winning time. Silent in the first half, but since then he has taken over.
Orlando making a switch here. And so Moran will bring it up for Orlando. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. He shoots. He drills the wide-open jumper.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
Marking it outside. And the 3 misses. Here's Orlando. They're on a 12-3 run. Morant looking for an opening. Cash from downtown. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Now here's Beal. Now it's Jones. 5 to shoot. From 20 feet out, down goes the jumper.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
It's intercepted. Markkanen using his size inside.
And over time, Markkanen has embraced more of a leadership role, which includes taking and making crucial shots.
Vancouver leading by 3. It's Markkanen in the paint.
Oh, you got to appreciate the maturity of a young player like Markkanen, unfazed in the game's biggest moments.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Orlando has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pounded by Beal. Oh, can't hit the jumper. A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
And Moran over to help. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Whiteside with a screen on Jones. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Buries it!
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, that shuts the door on any hope of a comeback. Nicely done.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
pounded by Beal. And so Vancouver takes the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.